So yesterday we explored selfish goals, things that's just for you, untainted, unfiltered. But today I want to talk about unselfish goals. And what is this stuff? And I want to go deep down and dive into this because this is one of the biggest, truest motivators for the biggest accomplishments in a lot of people. Now, when you start with something that's very selfless and a really, really huge motivator, I think if you hear the most successful stories of why people made it, why people built these businesses, it always starts with a really deep reason. And this is really important for all of us because we need to balance this out. We need to service people and have goals that are way beyond us, and we need to have selfish goals as well. So let's start to write 25 unselfish goals. And if you don't know what they are, I'll explain. So unselfish goals are things that go beyond you, right? Things that are for other people, for the community, for charity, something that helps the world, something that can help your parents get out of a certain situation, or the love for other people. Now, I want you to think of all the people that helped you become the person that you are in a positive way, right? There's always someone that helped you along the way, a teacher, a friend, whatever it was. And I remember this one girl, she was getting flack on Instagram because if you showed proof of donating to the charity, then she would send nudes and stuff like that. And it violated, Instagram, and everyone was giving her shit like, oh, you're just doing this for fame or whatever. But she said she was motivated because she was in the California fires, and the Australia fires reminded her of all the tragedy that she's been through and that she suffered. So she did something that was kind of beyond her. Like, she was like, okay, so this is a community goal, this isn't for me. And I think it's very important that everyone also has this other thing that drives you as a sense of purpose for community and for the people that you love. So another way to think of this is, if you had all the money in the world to help charities, to help your friends, to help your families, how would you do it? What would you do for them specifically? For example, did your parents work 16 hours a day on a shit salary, and they came to America with nothing in their pocket? They can't even speak the language. They did all of this to help provide you get a better life. And what is it that you want to do for them? Do you want to buy them a house? Do you want to clear all their debts? What do you want to do? What if you could retire them and send them on a vacation? Wouldn't that be pretty cool? And so some of these things might belong to the list before, but it's okay. You could just put them back in, or you can just keep creating new ones. And the whole point is to brainstorm, and it's to think of all the things possible. And once you get to the point where you think that you already exhausted all imagination, just keep going and just create, and just keep pressing yourself to creating and imagining more, because at this point, this is what this exercise is all about. Sometimes we don't go beyond 3 dreams or 4 dreams. But what we want to do is convince ourselves that the possibilities are endless, and our abilities to do things for ourselves and for the world is endless. And so right now, go for it. Hit those 25 unselfish goals, and I hope that you create something really wonderful and you start to knock these down one by one, and you'll see what I was talking about. But for right now, we're just writing those things. You don't have to completely commit to these things for the rest of your lives. It can always change. Right now, this is an exercise, a brainstorming exercise, so that you start thinking of ways and solutions. So go ahead, do it now.